Hey Grace family, and welcome back to our Midweek Check-In. So last Sunday we were in Philippians chapter 4, verses 14 through 20, and we had a conversation titled Money on Mission. And within that we learned that when we give, it's not just a financial obligation or a financial transaction, but instead when we give, it's an investment in eternity to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ and to glorify God. And so we're able to do that when we realize that everything we have is God's anyway, so let's just give it back to Him and let Him use it to advance His kingdom and not ours. And within that, Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24 has a conversation on God and money, and it puts it this way. It says, "No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money." You know, we live in maybe one of the most prosperous countries in the history of this world, and even if we're considered lower income, we still have the opportunity to work and to earn money and to save and accumulate wealth and material possessions. But within that, we have a choice. And that's what Matthew chapter 6:24 lays out for us. You know, if we live a lifestyle where we just kind of accumulate wealth and we use it for ourselves or for newer, nicer things that we want, that's really serving money. But if we use the wealth, if we use the material possessions, whatever God's entrusted to us, and create that pattern of just going back to the Lord and saying, "God, how do you want me to spend this? How can I use this for an eternal investment?" then that's where we're serving God and using what He's entrusted to us to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ and to glorify His name. And really, that's an incredible opportunity. It's something we talked about last week, that when we give, part of that is showcasing the heart and the love of our Father. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son. And so when we give, it's an expression of that love. It's illustrating God's love, and we get to partner with Him and advance the gospel of Jesus Christ and lead people in to be able to glorify His name. That's just an incredible thing to be a part of. It's who we are, and it's what we get to do. And speaking of that, looking ahead at this next Sunday, we're actually going to have our final sermon in the book of Philippians. We'll have a series review and something along those lines the following week. But this Sunday, we're going to finish the letter of Philippians, and we look at the last 3 verses. I think it's verses 21 through 23 of chapter 4. And within that, we're going to remember who we are and what we get to be a part of. So read through that ahead of time, study that ahead of time, and come ready to learn alongside myself. Between now and then, don't forget to kind of have that mindset of having our money on mission and just laying it before the Lord, saying, "God, how do you want me to use this? Not as a financial obligation, but how can I give for the advancement of the gospel of Jesus Christ and the glorifying of your name?" So have a great week this week, church, and we look forward to seeing you back here Sunday morning at 9 a.m.